Hey guys, welcome to another live stream Monday. I am really happy to finally be back. I hope you all had a great holiday season. I did. My holidays were amazing. I took some time off to kind of breathe and relax, reorganize. We getting some plans together and stuff ready for the new studio to open here in the next few months. So we're really excited about that. And I've got new software to show you guys to start out the new year to hopefully save you guys some money. Before we get started though, I just wanted to give a big shout out to my patrons over on thecreators.com. Without them, I would not be able to do these broadcasts at all. So thank you guys so much for the continued support and sharing my work and getting out there and spreading the word to everybody. And have folks come join the community. It's a great private community. We have photographers, we have entrepreneurs, a wealth of resources of people. We just need activity and get more folks in there. So hopefully in the new year, we're going to do a big push and see if we can get some more patrons going. But for the ones that are there, they are absolutely amazing. So if you're not a patron, this is going out to the world tonight. We're actually sharing this with everyone. This is not a private broadcast. Normally, these live stream Mondays are for patrons only, but I decided to open up the new year and do one with everybody so that everybody could kind of see what we do. So tonight we're going to be talking about Luminar 3, which was just released, and this is the new Luminar with libraries for the PC and for the Mac. And we're going to be talking about a couple of pieces of software that were holding me back from making the leap away from the Adobe subscription model. Now, the Adobe subscription model is not a bad thing. If you're a photographer, it's wonderful. $9.95 a month. You can get Lightroom. You can get the latest versions of Lightroom and the latest versions of Photoshop. Plus, you get like all this extra stuff. Like you get cloud storage and you get CC libraries, which is really great way to kind of bind your phone with your desktop and use your phone for capturing color palettes and all sorts of cool stuff. So this video is not about dissing Adobe at all. I still use my subscription. I still love Adobe, but I'm considering moving away from that to products that I can still get the job done with, but not pay a $55 a month fee. So that's what this first broadcast is about. I also want to tell you guys, if you are a member over on Patreon, patreon.com, please make sure that you give me suggestions for shows to do. Otherwise, you never know what could show up. I could do like a show about soup, and I don't know if you want a show about soup, but you know, that could happen because I don't have, good ideas sometimes. So anyways, let's get started. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to talk about Luminar 3 first. I know it's been like a year since we've been talking about this thing, but I'm going to share my screen and show you the new Luminar. So here it is, and hopefully you guys are going to be able to see it. I am running this in 2K tonight, so I'm doing the broadcast in 2K. And I think we have, let's see, it looks like we got Jamie out there, Lori and Jan. How you guys doing? I don't have a user list right now, so if you're out in the chat, make sure you say hello. It's about a 30-second delay, so if you have a question as I'm going, please keep that in mind. I will try to monitor them and keep up with it. But this is the new Luminar, guys, and this is now Luminar with libraries. So it's kind of like a photo editor and Lightroom all in one package. And while there are parts of it that are not like Photoshop and not like Lightroom, I think if you got it and played with it, which you can do for free, that you would see that it basically allows you to get the job done and doesn't get in your way. That's what I like about it. And it's very familiar. Everything about it is familiar. We did a live stream earlier last year, and I talked about how you can set up Luminar to look like Lightroom and act like Lightroom. So that's kind of a good transition to make. Hey, Mike, thanks for joining. So basically the new libraries function though now allows you to do non-destructive editing. So before, where you had to save a Luminar file and with your edit, you'd have to save this file and then basically have an extra file besides the file that you make the JPEG or TIFF or whatever it ends up being. Now you can make edits, and they're saved automatically in your catalog, just like Lightroom. Non-destructive, you can go back at any time and make changes. I think that's really probably the most important thing. So I've got a library loaded up here, and this might be a little slower than normal. I'm showing this to you on the PC tonight, by the way. The PC is the most heavily criticized version of this piece of software because it is kind of behind the Mac version as usual. They have made some updates. I'm showing this to you live, so it's actually reading these files in live for the first time and showing you how long it takes to load them in. So it's pretty fast. They're good resolution files, which I really like. And then when you want to edit on something, you can just click on it and bring it up to edit. We'll get to that in just a second. I want to show you a little bit more about this, the library functions. So you have all of the stuff that you have in Lightroom. You can favorite, you can give stars here. They're keyboard shortcuts for all of this. You can pick and discard photos. I can remove a photo. If I don't like this photo, I can right click on it on the Mac or the PC, and then I can say move to trash, and it won't actually delete the photo from my hard drive. It'll just delete it from the catalog. And there it's off in the catalog. If I want to get it back, I can resync and get that photo loaded back in. So if I don't want this one, move to trash, it's out of there. So it's an easy way to pare down your photos without actually deleting them, which I think is a really great thing. You still got a backup copy. So if you make a backup of the backups, really it's kind of like triple redundancy because you're not deleting it out of your catalog. You're deleting it out of your catalog, but you're not deleting it from your hard drive, and then you have another copy of it. So I kind of like that feature. It kind of gives you that kind of one more chance to mess it up. Now, even after I've done that, if I want to bring a photo back, if I click on the trash up here, it'll show me photos that have been put in the trash, and it holds on to them. And then basically I can go back and I can call those images back in when I want to. So all I have to do is just click on it and basically bring the image back in. So here's the photo that I removed. If I put back, you can see now when we go back to this original look, there's the photo right there, put back into the catalog. That easy, pretty fast. I think that's the thing I like about it. And I'm going to talk about the subscription thing a little bit. Luminar, you do have to buy like when they do a major upgrade. But if you buy Luminar 3, you're going to get upgrades to Luminar 3 every time they release them. If they make Luminar 4, you'll probably have to buy that. Now, when they make that leap, though, there'll be major changes in the software, not just little changes. These will be huge, like the interface will change or something like that. Also, keep in mind, they always discount half price usually, or a 35 to 40% discount when you're a user already. So they believe in the family sort of a way of doing things. So if you're already in the family, you should get the family discount sort of thing. If you guys want to, you can go download this for free. It's at skylum.com or skylumsoftware.com. I'm not sure if you type in SKYLUM in Google, you'll find it. And if you decide you want to buy it, if you use the code EXPLORE, you get an extra 10% off, or $10 off. I think it's $10 off actually. So just keep that in mind if you do want to purchase it. If you already own Luminar 2018, you're going to get this for free. Just so you know, just go to your online account at MacFun or at Skylum and look it up on your library in there, and you'll see that it's already there and you'll have a code for it. If not, you can write to them and they will make sure that you're all set up. So yeah, Luminar 2018, you automatically get this. So it's pretty fast. It's quite powerful so far. And on the PC, like I said, we're a little behind on development, but let's just load in an image really quick here and do a quick edit. So I'm going to go ahead and double click on this image, which will bring it to the forefront, moves our film strip over to the left side. And here we are, we're in our image that fast. Now this is a raw file that I'm basically working on. If you look down here in the bottom, you can see it's a raw file. These are 42 megabyte files, so they're fairly large. I'm able to zoom in, and you can see the preview is quite fast on it. And I noticed I'm watching the stream a little bit. It's taking a little bit longer on the stream than it is here. That's part of my encoding software. We're broadcasting in 2K tonight. This is a high definition for high definition TVs. So if you want to watch this on your television and get the full view, but basically it's pretty fast. And the adjustments are pretty fast and nice on this. You don't have a whole lot of work to do to get right into editing your images and playing with them. Now, this is the cool part. This is what I like. I don't have to do anything. I made my adjustments. It plays to my adult ADD here quite well. I can just go to another photo. I can go back to that photo if I want to later on and make more adjustments. So in the aspect of like Lightroom, I think this is where it's very cool that you can bounce around to whatever photo. You can never do this before in Luminar. And I think this is a huge feature to be able to just bounce around and do these adjustments wherever you want to, and then move on to a new shot and just keep going. Here's another shot. We'll go to that one, or we'll go to this one, and basically continue your workflow and not be slowed down by the software. I think that's really important. And this basically gives you all of the features that you get in Lightroom. We've talked about this before, all of the filters and everything you're going to get. But the library functions are now active and now work. You can see down here, you can color code your images, and you can use the number keys to do that if you want to. The numbers right here to tell you which numbers to use. You can also use the star methods. So if you want to star 1 through 5, so 3 will give you a 3-star and do that. You also can like the photo or dislike the photo if you're using that for your picking method. It just all depends on what you want to do and how you want to sort your photos out. So I think that's pretty much it. I just wanted to demo it quick for you guys, give you kind of a little taste. With anything like Luminar or any of these programs I show you, most all of these will have free trials. So you can download them, you get to use all the tools that they have, get to play with everything before you decide if you want to buy it. And I think that's great. But it has all the same features that it used to have, by the way. Nothing's been removed. So you still can call up your presets down here at the bottom. We can do that at any time. You can actually move this panel out. You can go to the library only mode, and then you can see here we're in this kind of side film strip mode. There are also other modes that you can go to get different views. So we've got this kind of view here. You can show which photos are rejected, 5-star photos, colored, edited photos. This is a great feature. I mean, come on. Lightroom, I don't think even has the feature to show you only the photos that you've edited. I think that's excellent. Photos I've worked on, show me them quick, that sort of thing. So yeah, I think this is really powerful. It's still got some growing. I don't ever really want to say that a program is perfect, because I think one of the nice things that they're doing is they're continuing to tweak this. They got updates coming out every other week or so, giving you like fixes and making the program work smoother and faster. So I think that's really important that they're doing that sort of stuff, and basically keeping it up to date. So I'm going to give you guys just a second. Do you have any questions or things that you see here on the screen that you'd like me to answer some questions or demonstrate for you guys? Please put them in the chat over on YouTube, and I'm going to get a drink, and I'm going to give you a second to do that so you can watch me drink, I think, up in the corner. Yeah, I'm right here in the corner. So cheers. I'm not positive that our chat is showing on the screen. I apologize for that. YouTube has made some changes to the way their chat works, so we're still working on getting that to work properly. But I can see your chat, so I can see you guys over on my other screen over here. And I'm going to take that, hopefully that you guys, if you have any questions, will roll forward. But I highly suggest you guys check it out and play with it. It's definitely my go-to editor now. I've been using it for probably the last 2.5 months, and I rarely open Lightroom anymore, and I think that's a good sign that I'm not doing that. So $59, by the way, I think is what Skylum is selling this for. Let's just take a look really quick. I want to make sure that I'm not telling you the wrong thing. It might be different, but I think they had a sale for 59 bucks. That might be over now. Let's see. Try for free. I'm going to buy it. 69 bucks right now. So if you wanted to buy it, $69, and then you can use my code explore, and it'll be 59 bucks. So for a full-blown photo editor and library, that's pretty amazing. Jamie asks whether or not that does this have... Oh, awesome, Lori. Thank you. Does this have lens profiles? Jamie, from what I am told, this does not have lens profiles, and it is something that they are going to incorporate in the future. Keep in mind that lens profiles are something that Adobe is kind of exclusive on. They are the guys who created the lens profile, and a lot of the adjustment that you get automatically in Luminar, it automatically fixes pin cushioning and stuff like that automatically. Now for a super diagonal fisheye lens, you're going to have to do that manually with the develop tool. So the filters, if you go into filters and then develop, there's actually a lens set up over here, and you have auto corrections, lens distortion. So you can see here that I can change the pin cushioning on the lens. Honestly, my honest opinion on Adobe Lightroom lens profiling, it's never right. And I'm going out on a bold limb out here, but I've hunted down and used the proper profiles for a lot of my fisheye lenses, and the problem that I'm having is that it fixes some of it, but it doesn't get it perfectly, and then I still have to make adjustments. So as far as I'm concerned, I could just make the adjustments to begin with. So if it would get it perfect, I would compare the two. But for me, it's like the lens profiling in Lightroom is not great, and I always have to adjust it. I always can see where it's not perfect, and so I would say that's not that big of a thing. But if it's a big thing for you, then definitely something worth waiting for. The other question is, does it have Fuji color profiles? So this system does not work in that way that I know of. So let me just show you over here in the adjust. As far as I've been told, and this, I had a good discussion with a guy who used to work at Adobe, and I met him at the booth when I was working for Skylum down in New York City at the Javits Center, and we talked about color profiling a lot. And one of the things that he mentioned, because I use the color profiling in Lightroom, I usually load it up and use the camera flat and all this stuff. He said that the color profiling that Skylum is using is a form of color profile that was developed by this guy who was developing for Adobe, I guess. And then Adobe went and took stole his original profile. It was called like the Julia profile or something. It was very weird sounding. But apparently it was a very sought after, desired color profile that pretty much everybody wanted. And everybody still desires this color profile. I likened it to things like, Kodachrome film, right? It's like that film that people love the color of, but strive to try to get it again today by using different types of filters and whatnot. This was how the color is processed in Luminar. So it's processed through this engine automatically. So I think Luminar's focus is less on the technical aspect of, let me load up this color profile and make sure this is, and they're more like, why don't you get in and play with the stuff and make it look the way you want to? And I think that their approach towards it is more organic and more like creative. I think that's why I like it so much, is because doesn't dictate me pushing buttons. Like, there's not much creativity. There's a lot of left brain stuff going on there, and I want more right brain stuff. And for me, Luminar brings out more right brain stuff for me. If I can get the whites to be white, which is fairly easy to do with your white balance, I'm pretty happy with my color profile at that point. And then it gives me the tools to dial up or dial down what I like to see. And they've got, you can actually load in LUT files. So I'm sure there's lots out there that are available that will profile close to the colors that you're looking for. But for me, I don't even bother with that stuff anymore. Most of my stuff has been processed without a color profile. Most of the time when I need color profiles, to be honest with you, is when I am processing HDR. That's when I want to be able to set all of the shots to a very neutral color. And that's why I use camera neutral all the time as my starting point. And I've talked about that in other videos. But I find myself doing less and less HDR these days. It's weird. It's like a progression sort of thing. But yeah, if I'm doing HDR, that's where I would want color profiles, because I'm creating a raw file, basically an HDR raw file, and it's a lot of technical stuff first to get that raw file, and then I kind of jump into my creative side from there. So yeah, no color profiles that I know of, and no lens profiles. And I'm not sure that they are going to implement them. I'm not sure that's in their mission. Now, I don't work for Skylum. I know you guys know that I was associated with them for quite a while, and I did a show for them. But that was a subcontracted show. I use their software and I like it. So that's why I like doing these little discussions and show you guys how this stuff works. And hopefully you'll play with it, try it out, see what you think, and go from there. All right, so I'm going to wrap up Luminar. I think that gives you guys a good look at it and, kind of how it works and what you can do with it. And now I'm going to get into the other problem I ran into with getting away from Adobe. So I had my photo stuff now is taken care of. I can use Luminar. I don't need to use Lightroom and Photoshop anymore if I don't want to. I'm making this journey slowly over to using Luminar, but where I ran into trouble was video. And so I want to show you this program that I found, and I'm going to start out with showing you the website. Now, I have no association with these guys at all. I don't get a discount. I don't offer a discount, nothing. Honestly, I was searching for effects. I was trying to make some effects on a video, and I was looking for some effects, and I ran across this company called Hit Film Pro. And I'm like, okay, I downloaded their effects, and I'm like, wow, these are really good. And they incorporate into Premiere, and you can get all these cool particle effects and all this really awesome stuff that are used in high-end films, but you can use them in your home software. And I thought that was really awesome. So looking further, though, into the program, I found out that they have this editor and compositor and video effects. And I'm like, well, what's this? And then I saw no subscription required. I'm like, ooh, yay. That's cool. And you get a year's free updates, and you save up to $75. So, of course, triggers are going off in my head. I'm like, well, maybe this isn't I don't know. But it's got to try the demo button. And so I went into their, they have forums on here, and you can see they offer a whole bunch of different software. They have a HitFilm Express. It doesn't have all the features, but it is a full-blown video editor, just like Premiere, has a lot of the same features. It's free. It's not a trial. It's free. I mean, that in itself is pretty awesome. I'm purchasing the HitFilm Pro. It's on sale right now. I think it's $149, but it's a one-time fee, and it comes with 820 video effects and presets, animation tools. I mean, incredible. That's not what sold me. What sold me was the fact that when I get a new piece of software like this, and I know Mike just saw that and probably said, what sold you was the Stranger Things logo. because this is actually used on all of these shows. What sold me was that this program is very much almost a carbon copy of Premiere. I don't know how they get away with it, but I want to show it to you guys because I felt very comfortable using it. So let me load it up here. I don't know how well this is going to act with streaming and all this other stuff going. My stream says that we're really healthy right now and everything's good, so fingers crossed. I'm loading it up here in the background, so it's going to take just a second to load up. And of course, it's loading on another screen because I use my editor screen over here. So we're going to load it up on this screen over here. So just give me a second to minimize and drag it over here on the 2K screen. There we go. And we'll stretch it out. Now, when you first load it up, did I put that up? I put that up there too high, didn't I? Let me see if I can. There we go. I shoved my bar up there. Okay, so this is the first screen till the end of the month. The reason why I wanted to jam this one in there and show you guys is till the end of the month they're offering 25% off everything. They've got an awesome forum with people who are very helpful. You can learn, but here's the cool thing: you could just basically start right in working on this thing right off the bat if you know Premiere. And I think that's the amazing part of it. It's got all these formats, including 8K editing, okay, built in. It does actually use your video card. So if you have a good video card, it's accelerated. So it's very fast, very easy to use. You can see all these formats. It's great. So let's just load up just a standard film format, which is 4K 24 FPS. We'll go ahead and hit start compositing or start editing. Now, compositing is like if I wanted to make an animation for a film. Editing is if you want to edit your actual videos themselves. So I'm just going to start editing, and look at that. Look at how close, right off the bat, look at how close to Premiere. If you've used Premiere, this is going to look very familiar to you, except for it's called Hit Film Pro, and it basically, you know, it only costs you a fee once, and you don't have to pay for it. Now, I pay $58 a month for the full Adobe suite. So if in 3 months this is paid for itself, let alone the fact that I have all the other software as well. So I like that feature that 3 basic months of payments and I own it. And they give you a year's worth of upgrades. So any new releases that they do during the year, doesn't matter if they redo the whole program, you get it for the whole year. So let's load up. Let's just load something in here. I think this works pretty much the same way. I'll load up some boring footage of my gaming channel, which will totally bore you guys. But you can see how fast I just dragged that in from my desktop to here. This is a 4K file. So I just dragged it and dropped it. Boom, it's loaded. Let's see if it'll play. Probably not, because I've got so much stuff going. Yeah, it's playing really slow because I'm actually using my GPU quite hard right now. Yeah, stop that real quick. Let me also make sure that that file actually has something in it. So it might not have anything in it. Oh, it does have something in it. Andy has to drop the file onto the timeline. See, it's pretty much, it's me. It's just me, guys. Don't worry. There we go. All right. Let's try this again. Sorry, got off on the wrong foot there. All right, so I'm just going to play. This is a 4K file playing on the desktop. We'll just see what happens here. And there you go. Now that's with streaming and everything else going on. So I hope it played all right for you guys there. But that's my gaming channel logo. And super easy to use editor. If you've used anything in Premiere, watch this too. Like this I use a lot of 3D software. This is great for actually changing. Watch this. I can change where the video is at. I can rotate the video. I mean, pretty amazing that you can get away with all of that stuff, and it's just here on the desktop. And I can also add in all of these effects if I want to as well. Let me go ahead and cancel out my crazy edits there, and I'll just show you some simple edits that you can do. So here's one called Energy Distortion. Let's see what that does. Now, I haven't played with a lot of these, but look at that. Look at what it does on the screen. And here you have all of these different effects that you can do. And it's making it look like electricity. Look at that. And it's very fast. I mean, I'm doing this in real time, so you can really see. And there you go. Look at that. Not the desired effect I wanted on my logo, but still, you guys can see that it's a very fast using your GPU editor. 149 bucks. That is from a company called Hit Film Pro. And so you guys should definitely check them out. If you want to make videos, if you're thinking about doing a YouTube channel and you want to make videos, this is an awesome program to jump in and try that. The trial is free. You can get the trial. You can do everything in the trial. You can save your edits. You cannot export, but you can play with the editor and learn it and never spend a penny. It's an unlimited trial. You can use it for as long as you want, but you can't export your files out to different formats. You can only save the project off to your, as a file, an edited file. So I think that's great though. I have not purchased it yet. I wanted to play with it for a couple of months just to make sure that I'm like really comfortable with it. I'm going to do my edits because I can't slow up my production. Yeah, you can add audio. Lori asked if you can add audio with HitFilm Pro. Check this out, Lori. I will add a weird audio track to. In fact, we're going to be talking about a new audio program coming up right in a second. That's the other thing I want to show you guys. So bear with me. I'm going to call up a quick. I'm going to find my downloads. All right. So let's go back to the media editor, just like in Premiere. I'm going to grab a file here, an audio file. So here we got one called, let's see, Acoustic Sunset. All right, we're just going to drag this over and drop it. And you can see that it's analyzing the file and dropped it now into the editor. And there's the file. And now, just like I did in Premiere, drag it right to the timeline. And you can put it in this current audio track, or you can insert a track and you can add it down there. So now I can play this back and I can turn off this audio. And you'll hear this song playing now underneath the video. Doesn't have the same effect, but it does play. That's simple. So yeah, I think that Lori probably recognizes that song from a video that we worked on together. Lori and I worked on a video for her for her company over on Patreon. So. I think I used that song actually in her video. So yeah, really powerful editor, super easy. You can add more audio tracks, you can add more video tracks, and name them as you go, video track 2 or whatever you want to do. Really cool. So I want to show you guys though, another find that I just signed up for. Now this is a product I do use and I've been using in my videos, and I can't wait to use this with drone footage. It's re-sparked my whole drone, infatuation. So let me show you this program, because this is absolutely the most stunning, amazing thing I've ever played with in my life. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. I'm going to turn up the volume. It might be a little echoey, but this is called Filmstro. And you can go to, I think it's called, filmstro.com. This is a live music editor. And all of the music is 100% royalty free. Use it forever. Never get a copyright strike. Awesome. Now there's 1,000 sites that do that same exact thing. What Filmstro does differently is it lets you make the music. And I think that's the thing that totally blows me away. And I'm going to show you how you make the music and how easy it is. Now you guys know that I'm a musician, but this takes no musical knowledge at all. And that's what I love about it. So I've got to find another film clip. Let me just find one here somewhere. Let's see, this is a test clip. I don't know what resolution this is. I'm going to just import this clip in and we'll pray. Let's just pray that it works. Okay, there we go. All right. So this is just a film clip. I think it's going to probably have audio on here. So I'm going to turn the basic audio of the game off here, or the video that I've selected. Let me just show. I'm sure this has audio on it. Let me just test. You gotta see what I found up here. This is real. Okay, so this has audio built into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just arm the audio track, and I'm gonna turn the audio track volume down just so I can show you how cool this is. All right, so imagine that you're editing. Oh, I know what I can do. You guys will bear with me, right? You guys are cool about this sort of stuff. Let me edit a video that isn't a game type thing. Let me do something that's like some sort of scenery video, because I think that would be a little bit more make more sense, right? Let me see what I have here. I gotta find my 4K videos. Let's see. Oh, my first Phantom videos are in here. Just bear with me for just 1 second, guys. Just have to figure out where I stored all this stuff. I have too many videos. You got waterfalls? Oh, yeah. Okay, here's one. This is an old film. So I think I can import this. Yeah, let's import this. That work? This has got an audio track built in. Yeah, okay, so this is waterfalls. So this is, I'm going to turn the audio track down because there's a music track on here already. So this will just play through, and it'll just be waterfalls. Oh, and there'll actually be video sound on there. I turned down the wrong track. So that's the original audio that's on the track. So let me just turn that down and go back to the soundtrack volume, which is what we're going to be listening to. And we're going to add music to this, and I'll show you how this works. All right, so we got a nice waterfall video going on here. So I want something that's kind of like a certain mood. So you click on the mood button over here, and you have adventurous, aggressive, so on and so forth, excited, joyful, sad, scared, tense, energetic. So investigative, I think curious and investigative might be good. And then you can preview these so we can listen to them. I hope you guys can hear this all right. I'm turning it up so that it comes through my mic. Let's see if the desktop volume will play. There. You guys hearing the music okay? Let me know in the chat if you're hearing the music all right. So I don't know how loud that is. I just have a little, like a little meter that I can look at. So you guys let me know if you hear some music. I'll play some different music here. See y'all out there. I know we're on like a 30-second delay or so. You can hear it okay. Cool. Thank you, Lori. Alright, so you have all these different music. I'm going to turn the music down so that it's a little below me. So I'm going to find a piece that I kind of like. And they give you like little titles and things down, like Searching Discovery. Now you notice that some of these have a time next to them, like 150, and then some of them don't. That's because these songs can be as long as you want, so you can actually make the music fit your piece, which I really like a lot. So I'm not sure that... Oh, there we go. I can make some sort of action film. So that might not be what I'm looking for. Let's look under Adventurous. You can find different types of music and preview them, and these get updated and added to every month or so. Hey Janice, how you doing? All right, so I found some music that I like. This is cool. Let's make Game of Thrones. All right, so I'm gonna take this music and grab it, and I'm just gonna drag it down here. And now I'll turn it off. All right, so here we're gonna play it with the video now. So here's where it gets cool. As the video changes, I can change the momentum, the depth, and the power of the video. We're going to change the momentum a little bit. You hear the momentum sort of building a little? Okay, so we got the good kind of momentum going. Now we're going to start to get ready to change the power. Next scene coming up. I'm doing this live while you guys are watching, so... Here we go. You're going to really bring the whole song together now. And the next scene change is going to be a big power change. So just like scoring a film, you are basically controlling the mood of the music and the power of the music all through these sliders. And what's great about this is that it's recording what I'm doing right now. So as I slide back, as the scene sort of gets calm, I can ease back on the music. Now, what's great about this is once I'm done editing, if I come over to the right over here, I can now export the soundtrack, all of the audio, or just the video. So I can actually get all of that edit out into my own music track that I can now add to my finished video. It's absolutely the most powerful, cool, new tool that I have found for making exciting, dynamic music to go along with my videos. And I wanted to share it with you guys. It is a thing where you pay a subscription fee per year. I think it's $99 a year or some crazy price like that. But to own the music forever, even if if you decide after a year you don't want to do it anymore, you still own the music that you made on the videos. They do not copyright strike you. You own the rights. You're all set to go. And they have all sorts of different music here. If you like different styles and whatnot, and they have new tracks that come out every month. These are just the tracks from this last month alone. And it's really cool because there's cool styles of music here. And you can play with them instead of putting them on the timeline and with a video or anything. You can just mess around with them just to see what you like about them or dislike about them. So we'll play another little bit here. And you can see here it's automatically the momentum and stuff. Here's a tense one, this Gotham. Now, not all of these sound like movies. A lot of them do, but they do also have some that aren't movies. So they have like a specific sound. So you want guitars. Here's one I just used on one of my videos. Turn the power down. Maybe you want more bass. More guitar. Bring the drums back in. Now that's a halftime feel, so it's kind of a little slower. Pick the band up for more power in your visuals. And then calm it down. I mean, amazing. Absolutely amazing. This company's out of the UK, and this is probably my find of the year. I have so much fun making music to go along with my videos. I mean, just incredible. A lot of fun. Check it out. It's called Filmstro, and you guys will have so much fun with this. And I can't wait, personally, for me, to go out and be able to shoot some drone footage. I'm almost like hear the song and then shoot the footage for the song now, inspired. So I can't wait till this summer. The weather gets a little bit better, and I can go out and make some awesome video and put some cool music to it that I don't have to worry about if I'm going to get a copyright strike on, which is great. So anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys. It's called Filmstro Pro. This is the website here, Janice. I'm going to put all this stuff, obviously, in the description of the video. When the video is released, it'll take a little bit. If you guys go to Filmstro Pro, or filmstro.com, filmstro.com. Everything about it is on there, and it is for Mac and PC. Everything I showed tonight, Mac and PC. We love both, so it will work on any of them. So you can see here, I do have a subscription to this. I don't have any sort of discount. Remember, Luminar, you can get the discount with the coupon code EXPLORE, but I don't have any discount for any of these other things. These are just things that I'm using and finding amazing tools that I've looked for a long time and haven't been able to find, and been stuck on using things like, for video and stuff, using Adobe. And I've started on Vegas Pro from Sony, and I really haven't gone back because it doesn't have the features that I want. But this other program that I showed tonight, the HitFilm Pro, really has all the features that Premiere has for one price, and I don't have to pay it all the time. Now, this program, the Filmstro Pro, I know they're very close, right? HitFilm and Filmstro. The Filmstro Pro is not a video editor in any way, shape, or form. It is really just for music. But often I'm always looking for some sort of music for my videos, and I'm looking for a timed piece or something that plays just so long. And I think when I showed you guys how some of the songs had, let me go back real quick, see if I can find one. Some of the songs had numbers after them. Of course, I won't be able to find any now that I'm looking for them. Let's see. Let's go back one more. Mood. That's where I was. Let's go to Cheeky. Okay. So I think maybe once I pick a time. No, there we go. Okay. So you see these ones that say like end to 30. If I put that down here in my timeline, let's just zero everything out here. If I put that in my timeline, this one, Lotus 230, this song will end at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So it actually has an actual ending to the song. I don't know if it's here. Yeah, so and this video is not that long, I don't believe. Might be 2:30. Yeah, this video is not long enough, I don't think. Although that might, yeah, 2:30. Okay, so this is showing the end of the song. So let's just listen. Yeah, so the song here ends at 2:30. So what you'd want to do is, if you can actually edit the length of these. So if I wanted to make a seamless edit, I could put in so that line ends right at the end of my video, and then I can bring in the version that doesn't have a number on it, and now I can have the whole song play up to that point. Now I can control the length of the song now, so that it'll do all the stuff that it was doing before. And you can hear this is very quality stuff. This is not, you know, your synthesizer songs, you know. So here I have all of this stuff going on, and if I come down here to the end, it should end the song normally. Hey, look, that's me 10 years ago. You can see that my sense of humor hasn't changed since. So this actually is a song that has a nice, quiet ending. So your songs can have endings too. They're not just loops. So anyways, I think that's going to do it, guys. I did want to show you all this new stuff. I was super excited about it. Head over to patreon.com / the creators or thecreators.com, TOURS. You guys, I'm not seeing any new faces tonight. I'm seeing all people from the community, which is awesome. What I need you guys in the community to do, though, is to share. Please share the creators with other people that you think might be interested in joining our club. I'm always looking for new ideas and things to bring to the Patreon channel, and I can't do it without you guys. Not only your support and that you support every month, but also your ideas. I want to do things for you, not things for me. So if you give me your ideas and post them over there, I will try to make videos and help you guys out with them. I had a good time tonight. It's good to be back in the saddle again. Seems like I've been in the saddle, but for other people like Janice's show and Mike's show, it just seems good to finally be able to do this for myself and finally get to hang out with you guys one-on-one a little bit. So yeah, let me know if you guys are interested in doing anything more, and I will get some videos out. Yeah, you can share this video. Janice, this video is public. My first video of the year. I wanted to make it public so everybody could hang out and see what we do on Monday nights, and maybe join the crew and have some fun with us. So, all right, guys, the next video will probably be in 2 weeks, unless something pops up and you guys can give me some good ideas. It might be sooner. Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out, and I love you guys as always. Take care and stay creative.